Hey Libra, this is Tara from Tara's Tarot. I am here with your March 2019 reading. If anyone would like to talk about their personal situation, just email me if you'd like a personal reading at tara@tarastarot.com. Okay guys, this is a really intense reading. I just want to preface this by saying that this, is meant for the people that it's meant for. And some things may resonate with you and be meant for you, while other things in the reading may not be. So, this is meant to give you clarity and reassurance, not meant to scare you, okay? Okay, don't freak out. Okay, so it's looking like, I just want to summarize a couple things before we get started. Okay. Something is definitely ending. You're moving on in a new direction in some capacity. You're leaving something behind. Something has reached the end of the road. And is meant to be released, and you're kind of looking towards an exciting new inspiration or a new path or a new, you got your little knapsack on and you're kind of ready for this new journey. It looks like, so something that was fated, some kind of fated justice has happened. So the righteous outcome of all the factors involved has been laid out in the recent past. So you might have gotten a very clear decision or a clear understanding about something, or gotten word about something, gotten resolution, or the answer, a verdict in your court case, or this could be career, relationship, whatever. There was a big meant to be, this is how the chips fell, this is how everything, this is the truth. This is the outgrowth of all the stuff that came before. And I feel like it has to do with a relationship, like a soulmate relationship. This can be business partnership. This can be friendship. This can be romantic relationship. This can be family. But this whole story, I feel like, is kind of around this connection. This heartfelt connection. And it's seeming like you're dealing with a lot of fear, and you don't really want to let go. Like, you want to kind of control things still, and it's really triggering kind of your deepest fears here. It's forcing you to look that in the mirror and go, well, what am I going to do with this? Like, am I going to let that fear swallow me up and run my life? Am I going to stand up to it and tell it to get the F out of my face? It's like, that's when but it's all for our growth. It's all for our expansion. It's all to make us stronger and be more authentically ourselves, and not be, have our power taken away. So that's what you're learning through this. So yeah, I see like you might be a little afraid and not really liking this shift, but something's meant to end. Something is not, giving you anything beneficial anymore. So it's time to cut it loose, because it's taking too much energy, and it's only bringing pain or toxicity, and you don't want that. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like you're kind of conflicted a little bit. Like, you want to know the truth. You want reassurance. You want to know the way forward. Because with the fear, with the devil card coming up, we can't see clearly. Like, that energy is like whispering and tricking us and making us feel threatened, so we're like, what is the truth? I don't want to believe in, I can't see it. Like, all these things I'm being triggered. Like, what's going on here? Now, something in your environment is being like hidden. Now, I don't know if this is someone lying to you in a malicious way, or someone's just kind of being private, or some information is kind of being kept under wraps, but something in your environment is not being, revealed to you. Like, someone's either lying, someone's either covering something up, or you just don't know a critical piece of information that's not been revealed to you yet. Okay. So we'll look at that. The outcome is very positive. So we'll get there. But let's go through this. This is, when I look at things like that, it's exciting, because this means life is changing. You're not stagnant. You're not stuck in one place. Things are ready for what's next. So that's good. Okay. Now, so our main energy for the present, or the core energy of this situation that you're dealing with, or where you are right now. So we've got the Four of Pentacles here, crossed by the Devil card. So this is all about, you know, wanting to control, not wanting to give up control, and really having a lot of fear come up, a lot of illusion, a lot of, so let's talk about the Devil energy, okay? You know, like I said, this is when we're confronted with what really scares us. Okay, and we're meant to be confronted with that because we're meant to transcend that and leave that behind and not and be free of that affecting us. Because all fear really is, you know, it's one big fat illusion that gets in the way of what we want to accomplish. You know, so, you know, this can be a very, very hard thing to go through, but it's all for, you know, it's all so you can stand up and overcome that and then not have to relive this fear. It's about finding that inner power and knowing your inner power inside, that you're the one that creates your reality, that you're the one that can either believe a fear or say, you know what? No, I don't believe you. You're the one with the power, not some stupid fear. Okay? So that's kind of the lesson that you're going through right now. And the Four of Pentacles is kind of hinting on, you know, not wanting to lose control, not wanting to let go, wanting to keep what you have, worrying about losing what you have, worrying about letting go, worrying about, you know, here's this guy, you know, he's like, okay, I want to keep everything I've amassed really close by because I don't want to lose it. So I'm going to balance one on my crown. I'm going to, you know, have these in my arms, but he can't do anything. It's just keeping him stuck. So that's not good. You know, when we are open, when we let go, more can come in. But if we're all plugged up and all blocked up and we don't believe that, and we believe that there isn't enough, and we believe that we are, you know, we have to hoard, we can't, there's no room for anything else. So this is when we get in our own way, when our little ego is trying to, no, 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 I know what's going to protect me. I know what's best for me. And we end up messing things up. Not saying you're going to mess things up, but that's why this energy, it's stifling. It's a block. Okay. So that with fear is making me feel like, you know, you're kind of fearful and wanting to control the situation, or, you know, but you don't have to force anything. Nothing you can do. You don't have to do that job. Let the universe do that job. Okay. So then we have, okay, recent past, we talked about this justice. So something's come in and gone, this is how it is. No way around this. Here's the truth. Here's how everything stacks up. And this is the verdict. This is the outcome. This is the reality. You can't deny it. And so maybe you got some news that you were like, oh, I don't really like how that outcome came out. I don't really like how things, you know, ended up, and now you're kind of in this like, ooh, maybe a little vulnerable, maybe a little, what now? Or maybe this has triggered you, this justice. So then we see you overhead. So this is the position of what's our thoughts? What are we focusing on? What is known on the surface level of the situation? What's apparent? What are we focusing on here? The Eight of Cups. So this is you leaving behind something, you know, moving on to follow a calling. There's something that it's almost like whatever these cups represent that you're turning your back on. There's something greater calling you. There's something meant for your soul that you need to, there's some journey you need to take. So you're leaving behind what you've invested in emotionally because you're meant to hear this calling. You're meant to go. Something is pulling you. But to do that, to go there, you have to leave something behind. Now, underneath the reading, we have the Six of Cups. So that's where this whole soulmate connection thing, this is the foundation of the reading. This is the energy behind the scenes. This is the subconscious motivation, the impetus for this whole situation. So something going on with a true, authentic connection where it feels pure. It feels like, you know, your true self, like being little kids again, a soulmate connection, past lives, or your past in this life, but something very pure, very connected, soul to soul, heart to heart, a true connection. So it has something to do with that. I don't know if this is karma from a past life. I don't know if this is someone in your life now that, you know, this process of leaving something behind involves this connection. But the near future, we've got the Ten of Swords. So something is ending, finally. It's done. It's reached its climax. There's nothing left in this storyline. Okay, this is a good thing, though, because once this ends, we're released, we're free, we can move forward. The worst thing is when we're afraid to leave, and then we're afraid to move on, and we keep staying in this situation that is not healthy for us, is not good for us. You know, we've all been there where it's like, no, I can control this, I can make this go away. Oh, no. Maybe I'm in denial, maybe I don't want to admit it, or no, I'm not ready for this to end, or no, that's so crazy, that would never end. But you're continually in the same cycle. The same experience happens over and over, the same treatment, your same, you know, and this card, it's painful, you know, it's getting hurt again and again. It's getting your energy depleted again and again. It's not getting what you want again and again. It's a dead end road. So this is heavy, Libra. I mean, but you're safe. Like, this is all part of your journey to move on to where you're meant to be. To get closer to your truth, and you know because the universe, God knows what's going on. He knows, he, she, whatever, knows what you want. You know, that infinitely intelligent, infinitely loving energy that our universe is made out of, that's connected to you. So the problem becomes when we don't let go, and that can't sync with us and lead us. When we get in our own way and we're like, no, it's all up to me. My little human brain knows everything, and I'm going to try to step in and control all this. When we, you know, are stunting the natural, you know, the answer to our own prayers, right? And this can be really hard. You know, if you guys are struggling with this, please leave your comments. You know, I will give you the best advice I can, because it's different for everybody. Sometimes some people are so ready. I don't know about you, though, because I feel like with this Four of Pentacles, you're not really wanting to face this or let this go. But sometimes this can show up and we're like, thank God it's the end. I couldn't wait for this toxic situation to be over, and now I'm freed. Sometimes we don't want to even hear it, see it, admit it. We don't want it to end. So we just hold on for dear life and refuse to believe this really is all as good as it's going to get. Okay, but this is coming, you know, you're being called to leave something behind. And I see you being conflicted about it. Two of Swords. This is on the bottom of the deck. You know, not really being sure what to do, not really being sure what to think, not really being confused about what direction to take, what choice to make. And your hope is getting that clarity, you know, seeing clearly, being able to be focused and move forward, because you're leaving behind the confusion, the indecision, this burden. And also, you know, the truth shines light on that darkness and overcomes and triumphs, right? So you really are wanting that truth, and there's no reason that can't be yours, okay? It's just you're going through this process right now of coming to terms with what just happened and what the truth is, and you're coming to terms with what you need to you know, leave behind in your life, what can't come with you, and where you want to go. Even if you've known where you want to go, it's just reaffirming and solidifying your direction. Okay. We see you. You're showing up as the Page of Wands, so this is good. Okay, this is saying there is something that comes across your path and excites you, is inspiring to you, is motivating to you. It may be very subtle because it's the Page, so it's in the beginning stages, but it's almost like, you know, this is a reminder, don't discount what moves you or what gives you energy, okay? Like, you might have a dream that, like, whoa, I'm so excited, like, I want, yes, and that pumps you up. You might get a message from someone. You might just have a realization within yourself. You might see something on the TV, but this is good because when you're excited, when you're feeling that ding, ding, ding go off inside, that's a sign that you're responding to something calling you, like, it's sparking your joy. And that's always an indicator of, yes, follow this. Now, like I said, there's something going on where something's hidden. So I don't know. We've got the Seven of Swords in the environment. That's a theme in this reading. I don't know if you're hiding something. Well, okay, so this is the environment. So it's like, okay, your environment, the context you're operating in within the situation, the energy available to you, and that colors the situation from externally to yourself. You know, it can either just be like, feel like, okay, I don't know the truth. I don't have the truth around me. I'm kind of lost in this fear and this transition, and I can't really, you know, everything is fuzzy and cloudy, and I can't, you know, get the answers I need. Or it could be someone actually withholding information from you, whether it's in a malicious way, whether, you know, it's a betrayal, or whether it's an innocent thing, but they're just not communicating to you, or there's just something that's unknown in the situation that's out of your control. Something unknown. Something being hidden. This is like intense. All right, so before we move on to the outcome and see how this is going to be resolved, let's just get some clarity cards. I want to clarify that Seven of Swords. So what's the Seven of Swords representing here? For the Libras watching that this message is meant for, what is the Seven of Swords in the environment? Please clarify this for us, the Seven of Swords. Is that it? I think that's it. Yep. Whoa, Two of Cups. So either someone's not telling you their true feelings about you, someone's keeping that to themselves, or someone that you are connected with. You remember this relationship? This again, this can be romantic, this can be a business partnership, this can be a friendship. This is just a connection where you're kind of on the same level, you're kindred spirits, there's a connection, right? So someone might be lying to you. Someone might not be totally truthful. Someone might be hiding something, whether it's, you know, hey, who knows? It could be anything. Hey, I have a disease I don't want to tell you about. Hey, I actually have been married 3 times before. Hey, I'm secretly a liar and you don't know. You know, like, it could be someone's just not, this could be someone that you're meant to walk away from because they're not being honest with you. Like, maybe this is a karmic thing from a past life, and now you're you know, crossing each other's paths again, and there's something that it's like time to leave this behind. It's time to move on. Okay. So outcome. All right, let's, you know what? I'm just going to get one more for that Seven of Swords. Seven of Cups. This is all about fantasizing about what you want, what you're hoping for, what your desires are, what your dreams are. So is someone not being honest with their feelings? Is someone not being honest with how they feel, what they really want? Is someone unsure about what they want, so they're not really ready to communicate that? And it can also be options, like someone having options. All right, I'm going to get a card for this Justice energy in the recent past, because I feel like that really triggered all of this, which is, you know, it was meant to be. It is a major arcana card. It is part of your soul's path. You know, it was meant to happen at this time. And it's given me like a karmic kind of energy, but I want to see what is the meaning of this Justice card here. What else can you tell us? Temperance. So you know, temperance is all about healing, balancing things out, justice, balance, the scales. So whatever big thing was revealed in the recent past, or whatever this Justice card represents, you know, one, it was meant to happen. Two, it's all good. Like it's almost like no matter what it looks like on the surface, it's creating something new. It's transmuting. The energy it's meant to be for a reason. Something's being worked out. Something's being adjusted here. There is protection. You know, this is a very angelic energy, very smooth, peaceful, patience. All is well. All is in its right place. So rest assured that this is actually a good thing, whatever this Justice card represents, that things are being put in the right measure. Things are all being smoothed out. Like it's, everything is in balanced harmony as it should be. So that's a very reassuring thing. It's not like, oh, you're being punished, karma like that. It's, this is all meant to happen and is part of, the energy being transformed into something new. Like it's time to move on. You know? But you might be like, what the heck? I don't see that yet. I'm freaking out over this. And I don't want to admit that this is going on, and I want to just control and keep everything as it is. Okay, outcome. So we've got the Four of Cups, the Ten of Pentacles, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Knight of Cups. Okay. This is really juicy and complicated. Okay, Four of Cups. You know, it's like when you're just not emotionally fulfilled, nothing's really wrong, but nothing's really that right either. You kind of just are listless and bored and dull, or you're like, okay, this is good enough, but there's something missing. And this card's reminding us to stay open and to not be too jaded with life. Stay open, because we'll always be able to receive more. Something is, you know, wanting to come into your emotional experience and add to your fulfillment. And as long as we aren't too, you know, jaded with the situation to go like, oh, whatever, this is as good as it's gonna get. Well, I guess, you know, I'm lucky to at least be here. No, you're supposed to be really happy and fulfilled. And like, you know, so it looks like something's going to be on offer to you, and it's a reminder. Keep your eyes open, you know, be open to opportunities, be open to experiences, because, you know, life always wants to expand. I mean, literally, the universe is expanding exponentially every millisecond. So, you know, we don't want to cut ourselves off. You know, just like this Four of Pentacles. We don't want to cut ourselves off. It's like we're so preoccupied with what's in our control right now that we miss, you know, our dream come true passing us by. You know what I mean? Okay, next we've got the Ten of Pentacles. So this is showing abundance, long-term abundance, having that foundation, having that constant, consistent, whether it's family, whether it's creating a legacy, creating a brand that's going to outlive your, you know, the near future. This card traditionally is like it outlives your own lifetime. You know, you can pass this down to your children and your children's children. You're creating a, you know, a reality that has staying power and abundance. Now we have the Seven of Pentacles. Again, this is showing there's an abundance. Something has grown. Something has developed. But now there's a need to think about, what do I do with this? Where do I go from here? Where do I invest this in? Or do I even invest? Do I give up on this whole thing? Do I sell it at the market? Do I plant more bushes? It's like, what do I really do practically moving forward here? So, you know, you have something to show for, you know, what you've worked for, and that's good. And now you're, okay, what do I want? Where do I go? What are my options? And then the Knight of Cups. So this is a romantic card. So this could apply to some of you guys about a relationship. Maybe this person that, maybe this is about them not being open about their feelings. And maybe by the end, they're ready. And they come out of the woodwork and they're like, okay, I want to pursue you. Because this is all about romanticism, moving forward, the knight on the white horse, you know, things developing romantically. This can also be the development of, you know, a romantic ideal or dream, like a career or a passion project. You know, it doesn't have to be relationship, but it could be like someone you're working with even towards a similar goal. And it could even be saying, like, for some of you, like, this fear is about a fear of opening up, a fear of being vulnerable, a fear of commitment. And what's ending is, you know, this painful belief that you're always going to be hurt, that you're always going to be a victim, that you're always going to be let down, that you're always going to be in pain. Like, it's time to drop whatever storyline this is in your mind, in your perspective. You don't need it. It's a dead end. It's just not doing anything for you. It's not protecting you. It's hurting you. So, okay, so, you know, however this is applying to you, this can go a lot of different ways. So, yeah, you might be a little bit shy emotionally after this experience. You know, you might not really want to open up, but it's reminding you, you know, you are safe. Like, you should be, you know, going towards this new reality and this new future. You don't need to settle. You don't need to remain where you are. You don't need to live in fear. There is something more that life is trying to get you to follow and pursue. And there is ultimate, you know, security and success for you at the end of this. Now, notice how the Ten of Cups is in the, or the Ten of Pentacles is the outcome, and the Four of Pentacles is the present and the core energy here. So it's like, that's the whole point. Like, when we're not living in a mindset of lack and feel the need to protect ourselves and control everything and let our ego do all the work, and like, it's only me, I'm the only one, like, I have to do it all myself. You know, it's, as you move through this and learn to overcome this kind of, whatever this limiting, whatever's bringing up fear for you, you realize that, you know, you don't need to settle for this. There's all this that's waiting for you, but you have to let go to receive that. See, in this energy, there's no room for 10 pentacles. There's only room for 4, right? So that's the whole theme here, okay? Standing up against your fears to allow a more abundant reality in your life. That's the whole tricky part. And fear tricks us so good. It makes us think we're going to lose if we don't listen to it, when really we're going to win when we don't listen to it. So, whoa, and I feel like this was kind of the story a couple months ago for you guys, so maybe some of you are still going through this process. Maybe this is a completely different situation, or maybe this is an outgrowth of kind of, you know, what we were talking about before. But, you know, you will get to that place of security. You know, that's available for you. And emotional fulfillment. But you have to be open to it, and you have to do your work, and you have to know what to cut out, what isn't good for you, what is not a healthy mindset, what is not a healthy, and, you know, I mean, yeah, anyway. I could go on forever, but I'm going to stop there. Libra, I hope you guys have a great month. Hang in there. Again, if you are in this uncomfortable place of where you can't really see up from down and you're smack in that fear and you don't know what to do, please let me know. You know, let's all help each other. You know, you have the power to overcome this. Okay. So, you just have to move through it and, you know and trust that life's got your back, but you have to be making align with what you want and not be afraid of what you don't want, if that makes sense. Okay, so I'm excited and curious to hear what you guys think, so please leave your comments. If anyone wants to email me to look personally at your situation in depth, just email me at tara@tarastarot.com. Okay, everybody, have a great month. Bye.